Welcome back.
I'm so excited to be on.
I'm excited to have you here because you know why. You know why. The first time you were on this show, you were like 13 years old, is that right?
I was, yes. It was about 7 or 8 years ago.
That's
and
crazy,
I have
isn't it?
something to tell you about that.
All right.
I remember when you used to give out canned hams
That's
to
right.
people?
We would pass out canned hams.
Yes.
People loved it.
Well, I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was on the show, I asked the producers if I could please have a canned ham. And you gave me one after the show, and it's still in my refrigerator.
Wow.
Yes. At first, what?
Wow, that can be dangerous.
At first it was, I know, it could be kind of combust.
Lethal.
But at first we thought, it was sort of a family kind of oddity, and everybody stared at it. Oh, there's the canned ham. And then kind of a couple years later, around the holiday times, we'd want to make more room in the fridge. But then, I don't know, it became kind of part of the family.
Part of the family.
Yes, yeah.
Can't really get rid of the ham, can
Yes,
you?
no, so it's still
But
keeping
I
it.
just wonder if it would be safe. I mean, is it bulging or hissing or is it throbbing?
I don't know when the last time we checked on it was, but
Oh, man.
possibly.
Oh, my gosh, because, when we got them, they weren't exactly fresh. So add another 4 or 5 years onto that ham. You grew up here? Is that where you're from originally?
I did, yes.
Yeah.
I grew up in Manhattan.
Yeah. And is that...
All right. Very excited.
and your family is still here?
My family is here, yeah. My dad and my brother and my grandma and everybody is
Get to
here.
spend time with them then when you come back and see them?
I do, yeah. I see my grandma all the time, and everybody we do. My grandma likes to go to lunch and that kind of thing. And actually, I had a kind of strange experience recently. I was with my grandma, and we were getting a haircut, and she was getting a haircut, and I was kind of watching her get a haircut, and all of a sudden she said to and I was there with a hooded sweatshirt and a hat, and we're just having a nice day, and she turns to the hairdresser.
No, wait a minute.
And she said...
I'm sorry, you're in a hooded sweatshirt? And were you going to knock the place over? Or?
I was trying to be, kind of undercover, sort of on the
Low-key,
DL.
yes, all right.
And all of a sudden, and it was going really great. And she turned to the hairdresser and she said, "Have you been to the movies lately?" And he said, No, I haven't. Why? And she said, "Does my granddaughter look familiar to you?" And huge game, and the whole place was
Everybody
up
trying
in
to
an
guess
uproar.
who you are.
Right.
Yeah.
She started to say things like, "She looks a lot prettier without her hat on. That's a disguise." And I was mortified, but we had to leave. It was horrible. And then when we got outside, she said, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cause such a commotion."
Yeah.
But, I guess that's what grandparents are for.
That's exactly what she wanted to do, was cause a commotion.
I guess so.
And how old is your grandmother, can I ask?
I think she's 83.
Oh, good for you.
Yes.
That's great to have your grandmother with you.
Yes, she's lovely.
Yeah. And we just had like a New Year's Eve. Did you have a big New Year's Eve celebration?
Well, I had planned on having a sort of celebration. I went out and I got sushi because I thought it would be kind of glamorous, and we went to this very glamorous sushi restaurant. And but it was a prefix menu, and the first, the appetizer, the first thing that came out was a raw lobster in a martini glass. And I don't know.
Raw lobster meat cut up and in a martini glass.
It wasn't really cut up. I don't know if you ever had raw lobster, but it's sort of, it's like big pieces, and you kind of have to, you have to kind of commit to it, because it's sort of, it just is clear and slimy, and you just kind of put the whole thing in your mouth. It was awful. And by the 5th course, we said, "Please stop, no more. And it was, it was, from then on, I know the night just sort of went south.
Yeah. But it's moments like that you can say to your friends, I got a ham back at the house. If you want to come by, you're not too sick. I'll tell you what, stay right there. Can you stay right there? We'll be right back here with Scarlett Johansson, everybody.